Lethal occurrence at Dreamworld on the Gold Coast. Police are looking over CCTV footage accessible for hints in the matter of what brought on the frightfulness crash that executed 4 individuals at Dreamworld after a ride glitch. Queensland Police Inspector Todd Reid said footage will be checked on amid the examination that is required to extend overnight. The casualties are a 42-year-old lady, a 38-year-old man, a 35-year-old man and a 32-year-old lady, and a scientific pathologist and coroner have reviewed the scene. "We will be here for a few hours," he said. "It is a perplexing recovery including substantial gear that will take a few hours." The grievous passings happened on the water-based Thunder River Rapids ride around 2:20 p.m. Queensland time on Tuesday. 2 riders were comprehended to be caught by the submerged transport line after the ride in front up finished, and 2 individuals were caught in the flatboat. 2 different riders could get away. The New Zealand Herald reports one of the 4 killed was a New Zealand lady who was accepted to be on vacation with her family. Onlooker accounts propose no less than one of the ladies had kids. Gavin Fuller of Queensland Ambulance said 2 of the casualties were launched out after a breakdown on the ride, while 2 others were gotten inside. Amusement stop staff were attempting to help them when paramedics arrived, yet Mr. Fuller said their wounds were so extreme they were contrary with life. Individuals hysterically crying. Witnesses said they saw a young lady crying who they accepted was the little girl of one of the casualties. "We saw individuals insanely crying, circling," one of the little girls said. It was her family, a witness told Sky News. Another said a lady was seen hanging by her foot, pounded from the ride. Witness Leah Capes said it was so terrifying as they saw a young lady shouting for her mom. "We saw a young lady and we trust it was her mom since it was only her and her younger sibling that was a baby. We attempted to solace her to the side to divert her." She additionally said, "I was addressing part of the gang and he said it was the flatboat or the vessel thing before him. The entire thing flipped and everybody was shouting." A male witness said there were children on board shouting while their mum was caught under. The scene was so traumatic paramedics would be offered guiding. Dreamworld CEO Craig Davidson said, "We are profoundly stunned and disheartened by this. Our hearts and considerations go out to the families included and their friends and family." The organization additionally issued an announcement saying it was working with police to build up the actualities. Dreamworld Center and Need is with the groups of those included in this catastrophe and will give an upgrade to people in general when data gets to be accessible. The recreation center will stay shut on Wednesday, and Ardent Leisure, the proprietor of Dreamworld, saw its share value dive taking after the episode. Second shutdown in 6 months. It's the second time this year the recreation center has been compelled to close because of security worries over a ride. In April it was closed down for a weekend after a man almost suffocated on a comparative ride. WorkSafe Queensland permitted it to revive after an examination. A Queensland workplace health and safety representative said preparatory reports it might have been a mechanical mischance on a ride experiencing repair were false. "The early signs we have is that the ride was working at the season of the occurrence," he said. Aficionados of the recreation center have taken to web-based social networking to vent fears about maturing gear and operational issues. Facebook client Tasneem Sedat gave the famous stop a 2-star audit on Monday, saying rides are obsolete and are not as smooth as they ought to be. "I harmed myself in transit down from the mammoth drop in view of your old-school repairs and redesigns. Wipeout and a couple others require supplanting. It simply needs a general upgrade altogether. All rides are obsolete," she composed. Another real concern is that for the majority of your rides there is just 1 or at max 2 individuals working it and checking saddles.